Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? This whole thing started, like everything started, when I'm just going to say Dave. From now on, Dave is my drummer and my friend and production partner, and we made the last all my records together. And, after, when you could be in a room together for the first time without masks, I said, kind of in my whiny voice that I'm really insecure about tonight for whatever reason. It's like, I don't even know if I know how to do it anymore, man. Like we've been locked away from each other, and like, what's the point? And putting out music is ridiculous and pointless, and the tyranny of content. And let's just go into a studio. I have this song. It's kind of ridiculous, and let's just record it as a therapy session, and just for our own mental health. And so we went and recorded this song, and it came out to be 7 minutes. And Dave was like, "You sure you want this to be 7 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah, man, this is our therapy." And then I just thought, wow, if I put this song out, my own mom will get like a text message before I even start singing. It's so long. And she'll say, "It was great," but she'll never really listen to it, She's not here, right? And so I didn't put it out. I sat on it for the longest time, and one time I was driving around, we were like planning to make Boys Talking and releasing Easy to Be Around, and I put it on in the car on my way to Dave's, and I said, "Holy shit, it's really good. I really dig this tune." And I go, "I just wish I could play it for people one at a time." And then, as an artist, you're always told, you have to do it this way, you have to trend, you have to get signed, or you have to do this, you have to do that. And it's like, wait a minute, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And so that's when I started the $10 song project, which maybe you saw out there on the table. And the song is called Cover of Clouds, because I wrote it about finding out that Joni Mitchell painted her own covers and like being really annoyed that she did another thing really fucking well. Since 2000, since I came here and played the Egg, I've had this song on my merch table. People pay $10 to listen to it one time in their life. It's never going to come out. It's not on a record. It's not online. The only copy of it's on a CD player that's out there. It's a compact laserdisc. It's like a laser that reads a circle, and it's really fantastic technology. I think we got from aliens. And I don't know if it's the future of music distribution, a $10 song, but it's been mentally healthy, and it's always a song instead of like something I put out that fell into that abyss years ago. It's a song that's always just right there, and it's a sociological experiment that what happens when we only can listen one time to a piece of music. And that just gave me the courage to be like, and you know what? I'm not releasing my record either. And so here we are. So my friend who's my Obi-Wan who passed, his name was Jean-Pierre. And I was playing in the middle of France in this town called Fougères. And nobody's from Fougères. And it was my first time there. It was a club like this size. And afterwards I was doing some merch and signing some things, and this guy, almost like Gandalf and Obi-Wan Kenobi, came up to you, but he had a leather jacket and he was hammered. And he said, "You need to follow me." And so naturally I followed him. I didn't speak any French. And we walked like 20 yards away from the club. I knew Dave would back up my stuff, so I wasn't worried. And he led me into this dark alley, and that's when I was like, okay, this is where it happens in France, and I die here by a drunk kind of Gandalf, Obi-Wan Kenobi character. And that'll at least look cool, But he led me into this old stone apartment that was older than our country here. And there were metal statues, iron statues, sculptures everywhere. Tiny ones, once up to the ceiling. You had to navigate around them. And he said, "Well, I heard you singing from my studio." It immediately connected with me, and your music instructed me to pick out this piece of metal for you. I said, "Oh, thank you." He said, I went to take the metal. I didn't know what was happening, and I was kind of excited to just not be murdered. And he said, "No, I need to carve the image that was sent to me into the metal." And so, remember, he's drunk. and he has long hair, and he just lights up a torch with no gloves, no goggles, and starts carving the metal, welded it to a base. Sparks are flying everywhere throughout the studio, and he stops, and the thing's glowing red, very, very hot. Couldn't make out what he had done to it. And he said, "I'll be right back." And he comes, I hear him rustling around in his studio somewhere. He comes back with his hand in a fist. I was like, "Well, this is when I get killed." And he said, "They are taking all the gold from our world, from the ground, to put in our phones and our computers so that we can be more connected or more disconnected than ever. And when I heard you tonight, I heard connectivity." And he opened up his hand, and there was a nugget of real gold, like tin pan gold. And he then took the torch, and what he had carved in the statue was a person walking out of the statue, and their foot was leaning forward. And he took the gold and he melted it onto the foot. And he said, "Continue to walk with the gold and be a golden walker." And then we became really close friends. I have many stories, and that's why I named that record Golden Walker, and continue to focus on sharing my music in a way that honors not only him, but that really basic truth and the thing that I think we're all coping with one way or another, whether it be our current events, our personal feelings about just making it through so much of the noise and the changes that are happening so fast. It's easy to forget that cooking, being together, fornication, and music are really ancient human things at the cellular level. And I'm not selling fornication tonight, but I am selling music, so it's not that hard out there for us right now, but if it does get there, I'll let you know. Sign up for the mailing list. So listen, it is my own little protest, my own little revolution, and the thing that I feel like I can do that I'm in control of right now is to share things this way, and that we are always being told we don't have enough and we aren't enough, either by what's in our hand, or especially as artists, we're being told. Taylor Swift right now, someone's saying, "That was amazing, you made $1 billion, but you're not quite at that Stevie Nicks level yet. How do we get you there?" You know, and that's happening to her. So I was like, what if I am enough, and what if less is more? What if people listening to a song one time is actually more than 1,000,000 spins? What if make people buying a record lets them feel like they have something that's theirs and not ubiquitous to the world and therefore valueless? All right, what am I doing? I was like just talking. I mean, that's the name of the record, Boys Talking, so just staying on brand. Oh, here we go. I'm unplugging a guitar. Am I clear? All right. This is a song called "When It Dies."
Sorry it's late, but I'm still shaking off dismay. Once again it's reared its head, tried to take the day. It wants to swallow everything, go crawling up your spine, get itself in everywhere, take over your mind. But this is a song you can sing when it dies, while it's pissing and it's moaning, and we're laughing and we're crying. if we're never together in the by and by. I left you a song you can sing when it dies. Verse 2. In the perils of the present, it is rapping at your door. The side effects of experimental medicines you're on. It chases you through picture frames and keeps you from the sun. Breaks you in a million pieces like it already won. But this is a song you can sing when it dies. While it's pissing and it's moaning and we're laughing and we're crying. If we're never together in the by and by, I left you a song you can sing when it dies. Is not to be forgotten. No, we ever really want is not to be forgotten. Oh, sick is gonna catch you, even if you run. The best remedy that I have is to hope you sing along. This is a song you can sing when it dies. While it's pissing and it's moaning and we're laughing and we're crying. If we're never together in the by and by, I left you a song you can sing when it dies. Forgotten. All we ever really want is not to be forgotten. All we ever really want is not to be forgotten. Thank you.